There we go. Good morning or evening. I am your host, the Night Soul, this Capricornus Andromeda, or just Soul, for convenience sake. And how has all of your night days been going? It is a pleasure to see you. I did a bit of redecorating while you were gone. As I mean, I don't know if you could tell or not from the old, from the old one of those, but I have a balcony now. Allow me to, there. Some of you those Capricornus Andromeda at the start of streams. That is fine by me. It increases the word count, which I don't think is a thing, but let's just say it's a thing anyway. Anyway, welcome in Static Boy, Beans, Blister, Travis. It is a pleasure to see you all. I did much gambling and won many cookie. Could you pass on some of that luck to me? I need to win Hugo Vlad in it tomorrow. I need to get Hugo tomorrow. Can you pass some of that luck to me? But so many people says they cookie. I don't know. Have you seen? So fun fact. A niche little streamer I like called Narissa Ravencroft of Hololive English is apparently #2 in the world. Or something like that. I think Narissa Ravencroft from Hololive is #2 in the world. Oh yeah, 8 saw that. Wow, did 7 eat him? Anyway. Slurpire? Yeah, that one. Hugo. Who is 8? Well, you know the old adage. Also, chat, I did not get it done. We'll save it for another day. But I did have some solar things that I thought would be fun. We can talk about it, but I don't have anything to show for it. I never finished it. If we want to talk about that at some point on the stream, this would be the one for it, I would imagine. Because I thought of a good format to just whack out some nice, easy, easy stuff. In a fun style, too. A lot of the stuff I learned from making this behind me. I made some nice stained, made some nice stained art sketches, and I was gonna do a bunch of fake stained glass presentations for a nice little pseudo webcomic, but not really, because it's just pictures of fake stained glass. I did a few other things too. I remade the logo. I had a much cleaner logo that is enough distance from the Ram truck logo that I think it works. And of course I redid the chat box. So it's less gaudy and looks more like a mirror, which is kind of the original idea. What? I'm sorry? Oh, the logo. Are you talking about the inner horns? It's the tail. It's the silhouette of the tail inside the horns. Was it the, see? It's similar enough. Hold on. Now, can I line it up a little bit? Yeah. I think it works. Which there's also... Stay tuned for the end, because we have a surprise at the end of the stream, too. I bet you can't guess what it is. Cheeky. Based on Is it lore? No, I just said I didn't finish that. We could talk about it, but I never finished the presentation for it. Based on the information given, it's not that hard to just Overpox is still on the screen. Get out of here. This isn't for you. I've come to make an announcement. I actually might have come to make an announcement. At some point, we're going to make an announcement. Do not forget to like and or subscribe if you are here for an announcement. If you want to hear that at some point. So it's giving away free Switch 2s. I never even got an email to get my Switch a Switch 2 for me. I never even got an email for it. I was going to talk about his taxes. No. Other than they're paid. He's my toast and sing. I could be. Then what would you do? Pen. Oh, where's my bang at? Bang Black Cherry. I'm bringing back a classic. My apologies, my throat sounds pretty bad. I have terrible seasonal allergies again. We experience this once every few months on the Soul channel. It's fine. It wasn't. No, that's enough for that. Your throat is bad. I don't hear a difference. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it in my heart of hearts that my throat is really bad. Also, shout out 3 more subscribers since the last stream. That's cool. We're not making a baby soul. How are new models made in lore? I think it's just outfit changes. I think let's just canonize it as appearance changes. Like, just grabbing a new outfit. Because it's easy to go a couple of them down, where it's just like stylistic changes, sort of. Like the skull hat one, just get rid of the skull hat, what's underneath, not a skull. This is what I was working on, just as a quick little brief thing. I was thinking about doing this and then just having all the lore be within this weird thing. And then just do a whole bunch of, then just do a couple of these. But I did a couple sketches though, like let's see, where are they? This one, that one, this one, and then you can interpret it, so then I don't have to explain anything because I'm very bad at that. You got this one, you got this one, you got this one, yep. I hate this one so much. It looks so fucked. I don't think this is one of them. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure this is one of them. Just have these super serious, like, these just this there's this weird fucked up imagery, and then just smash cut to that. I love him. He is my pride and joy. The only thing I did not make yet was a be right back screen, because I don't know the context in which we need a long screen for that. Because most people just walk away for a second, and you can see they clearly walked away, and then they'll return. Like, I don't know if a be right back screen is very necessary. I'll make one. Yeah, but you can clearly, but again, I don't know any streamer that uses a be right back screen. I don't know any streamer that would use a be right back screen. Like, again, we could make one, but like, all right. Seeing as that there are not that many people here, we can cut to we can show off. The stream is not ending, but the stream is not ending. But I also did this. You can see it's still in progress because the hand isn't shaded. One of the hands is just a blob. So he's checking Twitter. No, I'm checking X, the everything app. So what we're going to be working on today is not much. It's just going to be some fun little stuff. But it's nothing heavy-handed, so to speak. Probably just going to be some caricatures of a thing that's going to be happening. And also, I want to try making more, like, not as in-depth. Like, trying to do a more, like, simple style type thing. Just doing stuff. You know? We like just doing stuff. But I could just do some stuff. And talk some stuff, because that's why we're here. You mean not putting 110% of effort into a small nothing? No. Unfortunately, I am not. I watched YouTube take away the Oblivion stream views 3 times over the course of however many days it was since it got uploaded. I have no hope left in this platform. Can you draw a vole? Vole? What the fuck's vole? I don't know what vole is. What of Galaguba? Yeah, hold on. Let me just draw my favorite person ever, the Gaijin Goomba. Or Beans' favorite person ever, I should say. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. A rodent soul. Rat soul. Well, we might be drawing rats. No, we're definitely drawing rats today. We're definitely going to be drawing rats, so we'll get there. We got 3 hours to go. Can you draw someone quirky like a rat? What are you talking about? Quirky like a rat or quirky like a bat? What? Oh, good, quirky. What does that mean? What are you insinuating? What is it? Not like other girls go to VTuber. Oh, didn't we do that already? Look, you keep asking me to draw. Are you for real? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's horrible. Are you fucking kidding me? OBS crashed. For the first time since we re-debuted. OBS fully crashed. It gave me the old notification and everything. I don't even remember the last time it did that. Which again had to have been old laptop stuff. That's bad. Oh no. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm just having fun. I'm just moving around. Just having a little bit of a silly. We can open. I guess we want to make a. We can open this one and just have this be at the ready for it. So what I did for this starting soon screen, just exported each of the layers of the screen separately, and then just put them all into one. Then combined them all into separate images. Then printed out the silk cube, but in the proper coloring. I mean, go for it, you can. You can perpetuate this joke as long as you want. Perpetuate this bit. Speaking of bit perpetuation, I'm going to go grab a bang. Or grab my bang that I left somewhere. I forgot where I put it, but I'll go find it. Who can I... Hold on, we can build a Be Back Soon screen. Hold on, we can build a Be Back Soon screen. We could create a Be Back Soon screen. Welcome in the secrets. How was your night today been going today? Pleasure to see you. For the first time, maybe? Presumably. It's purple, not blue. Is that okay? You realize I've interchanged purple and blue for the entire time I've been a streamer. It's absolutely fine. I don't care what you do. I'll say purple and blue, I've literally just used them interchangeably. Look at the thumbnail right now for this video. Hold on, let me just pull it up. I literally just do completely different colors. There is no cohesion in what so is. 3 different colors even, if you count all 3 things on the screen right now. This is just 3 completely different. It's bad. I do not know consistency. It was basically a summer chill stream today. Yep, because we're falling down from the 2.0 hype, basically. Because I hyped it up, and then I just used the model unprompted anyway. And then I finally made some more. I made the rest of, like, my assets and whatnot. So we got stuff like this going. And so now we're just kind of having fun. Just having fun, talking and chilling, and I'm gonna go grab a bang so I can have fun. In an effort of having fun. I will be right back. Feels chill most of the time. Yep. Because I'm sleep deprived regardless of what you put in me. Regardless, I will be right back. Enjoy the wonderful dolts of Skyrim. Not Skyrim. Is this Fontaine? I don't know. Skyrim's next, I think. Alright, Fontaine, possibly Skyrim. My apologies. I found my bang and also took the opportunity to use the bathroom quick. We're back. I probably should have made that screen, the be right back one, but it's fine, we'll learn. I probably should have made that if we're being completely transparent. Also, welcome in dedicating you. My apologies. We ballin' still. Like in black cherry vanilla is the classic bang flavor though. That's like the classic good one. Yeah, aside from that. Imagine the marshmallow releases floating spores that glow from breathing. And your breath glows. Ooh. That sounds like an Elder Scrolls kind of thing. I've been back on the Elder. So the thing is, you can only play Skyrim so many times before you know everything that's going to happen in it. But playing Oblivion again has definitely reignited my Elder Scrolls. Because when I played it the first time, I don't think I ever completely finished it on the 360. But running two characters at the same time is kind of silly. But it's reignited it so much so that I've gone back and started trying to play Elder Scrolls Online. Which, for those who don't know, was after Skyrim, they used, like, they asset flipped a lot of the style of Skyrim into a basically online Daggerfall. And it's got a lot of story stuff. So if you're big into the world of the Elder Scrolls Online is very good for that. Online's never good. I'm not a big MMO guy, but I'm kind of getting my feel with it. I guess because I like the world and has a lot of the stuff you'd like in it. Especially with the addition that it like plays like Skyrim kinda. And also has a house you can build and collect stuff for, which I like that you could have a house in anywhere anywhere on the continent, and you can just put shit in it, and that's kind of been flinging me for a loop here. That's what's been convincing me to play it a little bit. But yeah, I'm not a big MMOs guy. MMOs feel like an amusement park ride of a different game. Like, it feels like a single-player game, but as an like, you ever been to the Disney, like, Star Wars experience? Where they're, like, trying to tell a narrative in a theme park? That's kind of what MMOs always feel like. It feels like telling a narrative in a theme park. Where it's like, alright everybody, who's ready to protect the burning village? Come on, gang! And then you play, like, a wow, and then you ride the ride, and they have a little guy. So then you get off the ride, and you see other people get on the ride, and it's like, it's not a magic. It's not a very magic kingdom. it feels everything feels like weirdly artificial. There's family Pokemon. There's Pokemon people there. Yeah, but see, it's this weird seeing like things you'd see in a single player game. It's like, wow, the town is under attack. But then you see a guy in a Christmas hat, like, off to the corner with his child buying a lightsaber. Like, it's weird. Like that's always been like a weird experience I've had with MMOs, where it's like, this kind of takes me out of what I want. That's what I'm moving. Where is my text one? Okay. Ishtal's so cute. Jesus Christ, what are you gonna do with that? Don't throw a cube in my window. Let's refine some of these ones I've been doing already. So I've been drawing effectively what we're going to be doing today for the main part of the stream. I know I haven't drawn yet, but it's only half the stream. The chatting's the other part. The bug window. Oh. But, It's that time again though where they're gonna be nesting in that spot. And it's gonna piss me off. It's gonna piss me off. It's gonna be fucking nesting there. But we're gonna be drawing some other VTubers and me sometimes. I want to nail down a certain style, and I already kind of have a saved library of different VTubers on my folders thing. Easy to pull up, easy to do. Could use them in the future. Who knows? Whatever. But I want to nail down a slightly different style than my current, like, typical art style, just because my current typical art style takes a while to do and sometimes looks very jank. Do you consider playing one shot at any time? Huh. Let me just hold on. Let me just hold my Nico one shot, my Nico Catburger plush, and let me just pull up a bunch of footage I captured from the I have saved to my hard drive from the one shot playthrough. So I absolutely played one shot. I love one shot. Yeah, there's a bunch of VODs out there you could on the channel after the stream. I fucking love one shot. Why do I have this saved to my... Hold on, let me put this image on OBS, but I have this saved to my desktop too. Well, let me just grab a new image. Can't get rid of these Toby Fox images. That would be bad. Let's go to the gallery. What the fuck is this? This is a stupid image I downloaded. Yeah, we only got one shot at this. One opportunity at this. I never made playlists. I should probably do that. Because I stopped, like, after the first one. Like, where are my downloads? There it is. I found the Nico Catburger image, and then I lost it immediately. That is it. What is this? Look at it. It's just on my hard drive. Alright, get that out of here. We don't need spinning Nico one shot. Let me delete the layer so I don't turn it on accidentally. I'll put that under chat. Alright, hold on. Tusk action. Thank you, Gyro. Thank you, Gyro. I'm somewhat concerned it really could beat 100 men. Don't be. They most certainly couldn't beat my 100. Because honestly, look, if you want it, the 100 men, easy. If you want it done in like a part-time, if you want to speed run that shit, let me tell you who you get. Alright, you need 30 Chicagoans, 12 Samoans, the 2004 Pistons, 2008 LeBron, the Green Bay Packers, half of the Mets, half of them you can leave, the Dodgers plus Gargura, Jake Paul's bait. No, not Jake Paul's bait. What the fuck is that guy's name? Oh, it's fucking Steven Seagal. He's like a tall nut. You ever played Plants vs Zombies? You got the fucking tall nuts. That's Steven Seagal on our team. The ones that like kind of like this. And then here's like the other guys. The spear for a movie cast. Oh yeah, every problematic actor we could name in a small period of time. Oh yeah. Oh, RULZ from Delta. I actually have a drawing in here, probably. I never finished it. We did a couple of RULZ. We did a RULZ on stream once. Let me try to find it. Look, we're sidebarring completely from what I wanted to be doing tonight, but it's fine. Trust me, it's fine. I don't save that one. Did I say I drew this? I drew this at like from 4 to 5 in the morning. I just did this whole thing. Did I tell that story yet? This is a viewer suggestion stream? Not really. I was gonna be drawing a bunch of different VTubers and stuff to like nail down a style, but it's fine. I did this from like 4 to 5 in the morning. We had thumbnail RULZ from the other day. But we have like proper, was doing a proper RULZ and I just never finished it. I forgot about this guy. Yeah, I kind of want to move away from the sponge brush type deal that I'm doing for this and move back towards the like inking kind of look. Regardless, we got started. What a handsome boy. I believe this is the one where I did more. Good. Soul RULZ. We already did Soul RULZ too, just in case you're wondering. This is where I make all my thumbnail characters. I wonder, is there any one of these that we didn't use? I don't think we used this one. I think we went with. I think this was the I think this one was the replacement. Hey, this one. We didn't use this one either. We didn't use Undertale 1, 2, or 3. We just used the same thumbnail over and over again. Turns out it's much easier and doesn't affect the views at all if you just use the same thumbnail over and over again. No one will notice. There's how nobody notices. Or if they do, they don't care. Which is a better alternative. But use the same thumbnail. I did a lot. Okay, I want you to look at every Oblivion stream. I want you to go back and take a look at all the different Oblivion streams. It's just the same thumbnail every time. I don't edit it at all. Same with Spiritfarer. Spiritfarer and Oblivion had the same thumbnail every time. Which I guess is just on brand for that time slot. I'm just telling different ones. Oh, you know, I probably made those in the thumbnail folder. I don't think I made those in like the other folder. Oh shit, how far did I get along in these? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Did I do them all? No. No, we're still missing a few. Alright, let's work on it. Yeah. Who is that? We're drawing these two, as I said. Just ones I've found. Don't worry, we have names listed. We have a names list. Because like, goddamn, I can't remember that. It's Skinnaman Bunny Girl. Yeah, let's bring that back. Yeah, my favorite, odds-on favorite People's Champion, Skinnaman Bunny Girl. Speaking of rats, this is the rat we'll be doing later. Which, although we might not be, this is pretty down pat for what I'm trying to be doing. Just get some more interesting like looks. We can keep this one too. I think we need to edit this one to be a bit maybe shorter would be correct. Let's just retrace over. We just not retrace over it, but like redo it. The fuck you mean Iron Mouse went to Congress? Look, tell you what. She goes up to the Pope will hook her up. Pope's from Chicago. The Pope knows. He's a red, white, blue-blooded Chicagoan. Also, tell me about this Iron Mouse thing. What's happening? Is Iron Mouse running for president? I'm sorry, but I'm voting for Iron Mouse. There can be nothing good from Iron Mouse going to Congress. Why the fuck is Iron Mouse going to Congress? Who is she suing? Honestly, okay, yep, that's the right sidebar. Immediate sidebar. Someone tell me. I'll look it up later. I have to entertain the stream for once. I opened my phone to Google it, and the first thing that popped up was that gif of the guy, the gif of that giant hulking man in a. Iron Mouse Congress. Oh, it is like a good thing, isn't it? Is this a good thing? Are they getting her to like do an official endorsement for an immune deficiency charity? Alright, Secrets, have a wonderful rest of your night or day. I may have to catch up to you with that Delta in Chapter 2. Saturday we will do it. But, for now, I bid thee adieu. So you guest speaker for a charity thing that went... Okay, that was definitely the best option. Charity thing, that's good. He's gonna be the next pope. Do you know how upset I was to see that Gigi Marine was unlikely to be the next pope? Man, give G-Pain, let G-Pain in. Gang, can we get we need G-Pain in the... How could she look in your eyes when she just wants to get in between your thighs? We need to let G-Pain in. The book goes pinted. It's been a little bit, I think. Yeah, hold on. Let me send you awesome.mp3. Tato for Pope. Tato had a better chance than Gigi. That's all I'm saying. Who is also top in Cookie Run, apparently. Apparently Gigi and Narissa are in the same faction or whatever. They do factions in that, right? All those mobile games kind of do factions. You know, like a clash of Royale or such, a clashing of clans, maybe. We might play a gacha game on stream. The Persona 5 gacha game is coming out globally soon. It looks really funny. And I am a huge Persona nut. As you can probably tell from the fact that I was posting pictures of Persona 3 on the PSP. Of my save file of Persona 3 on the PSP. However, I was not playing on a PSP. I was playing on a Vita, which was the exclusive console for Persona 4 Golden. And one of the dancing games, I don't remember which dancing game was exclusive to the Vita. Podcast Painted Morikalia P. I had a new Gigi Marine thing. Can I send it to you? Let me try to find it. No, it wasn't new. It was a new Tato thing, not a new. Look, it's hard to figure out which thing goes where. Yes, you should send me both Ghost Painted. I love my boats going vented. We need to find some folk to do a new Minecraft. To do Minecraft 3.0 with. Because a lot of times when I'm especially playing stuff solo, I don't like it very much, because I don't feel like there's a point of playing stuff like that solo, because there's not. Because, like, yeah, I know how to make a fucking house in Minecraft. Who am I proving to? Who am I proving my metal to? Oh, it's a TikTok. Oh, no. Can you send it to me in a .mp4 file? Yeah, I can't watch it because it's on TikTok. You dick. I can't see it. Why? Because it's on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. It wants me to download TikTok. Just click on it. I did, and it took me to the fucking TikTok page. The Google Play Store page. No. Google Play Store plus PlayStation Store. It linked me. I could download TikTok from the Sony store. If I needed to. I'm not clicking on it on my laptop. I'm not opening Discord and opening that can of worms so the stream can have a notification every 10 seconds. And then I have to set it, then I go to fucking settings and find stream remote again. And a bunch of things. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing that right now. And also, if I open it on, if I open the PC version of Discord, it turns off all notifications for Discord. Okay, so Beans, you just sent me a picture of the annoying orange cast, but without with all the faces edited off. No, you can't just click on the embed video because it's on fucking mobile. He's linking me to TikTok. Alright, get this spinning, make this spinning little guy. It's just put him somewhere else. He's distracting me. Get him out of here. I'm escorting him out. He could come back some other time. I underestimated the difficulty of RULZ. Which is exactly why I'm doing this, because I'm going to probably be drawing a lot more of this. Why are you sending more pictures of the teeth cup? I don't want to see a teeth cup anymore. Teeth cup out of here. What, you don't want to drink out of the teeth cup? You made the cup. You know where it's been. It could be yours to drink out of. Put your mouth on the teeth cup. I'm trying to find the names of these the creators of. Right. I'll find that list of names. We'll do it at the end. Because I think it's where I left it. You start losing digital lists, I think it's time to learn how to properly. It seems that sleep deprivation harms memory. Who would have thought? You know what else harms memory? The fact that it's so goddamn hot, I might either go open the window on the other side of the room again. Oh. How warm is it outdoors right now? No, it's cool. Make me pay a premium for right now. Right now. It's the 14th. It's clearly not the 15th. Oh my god. Okay, do you want 66 is fine. I'm going to open a window because it is unbearable. I will still be talking. Let me keep talking. There we go, because if I recall, you'd be comfortable in clothes at 66. You get this room frigid, and then we can... I do have another window. I could open the second window. And by process of window, it would be... I'm not opening the bug window. As cooling as the bug window would be. No. Speedrunning bug pot until I can't. How many windows do you have? In this room, there's technically 6 panels, but only 3 of them have bug screens on them. So I can only open 3. But those damn bastards are small enough to fit through the bug screens. There's so many windows. You're Microsoft. Look. Natural light is good. I use natural light most of the time. The sun's dangerous, you never go outside. No, I always go outside. Look at the crisp shade of blue I am. That's from all the exposure to the sunlight. I'm not the pale figure in the thumbnail. I'm the crisp blue one from scene number 1. From scene transition number 1, I'm the crisp blue. See, from scene transition number 1, a nice shade of dark blue. The sun is a deadly... Shut up. You should print Miku in Treads covers. It's be funny, it'd be goofy. Okay, what if you print Perto in Treads colors? Printer upside down? Oh, I guess because balance. What kind of Miku are you printing? Where the balance is more rounded, you'd rather have it upside down. Chibi. Chibi like. Chibi Doki, my favorite streamer ever. I actually watched a Chibi Doki collaborated stream the other day, which I know is heresy. But I did watch the Chibi Doki plus the old members of Achievement Hunter live stream, which was very funny. Because you could still tell that some of those people are 50 years old. And Chibi Doki is like 20, and it's really funny. Wait, what happened? There was like an Achievement Hunter reunion stream, I guess, where a lot of like those cast guys came back to do like a gaming stream together, but Chibi Doki was also there, who's like the most mega zoomer you could possibly find, and putting her in a room of like Gen Xers. I was actually saying making clay pears and that time consuming a difficult. Are you making a clay pear? Are you making are you carving a marble? Okay, carve a marble pear toe so you can have it in a museum. Do you like the guy who posted that? Who posted he doesn't know what to do with all of his theories because the colleges aren't calling him back. He has theories to propose. That's one of my favorite images, is the, what do I do if I have theories? I tried calling the college. They won't respond. I have theories. This is my ceramic spine. Oh. Making a peridot coin bank. 22 pounds of clay and peridot. They're letting you waste 2 pounds of clay on peridot. Or I should say waste. I should say burn. They're letting you burn 2 pounds of clay on peridot. I'm thinking peridot. It's funny how VTubers don't have to like prescribe to any like facet of design choices. And it's just throwing things at the wall to be a gimmick. Like there isn't any like inherent design philosophy or restriction when it comes down to VTubers. It's a weird thing when you actually have to get down to it. Like 2 pounds minimum. Jesus Christ. Because like even look at me, who I would say I have a very tame VTuber design, I would say. Like it's not very busy, and I'm still just fucking out there. Also, did we lose our... Place on Turkey the country. Shut up. This is dumb. You people are fools. You people are fools who should hop on Elder Scrolls Online later. I need to find a treasure to put in my house. I only have 30 days to put the treasure in my house, chat. To find the treasure. We have to find the treasure to put into my Elder Scrolls house. I don't even have the house yet, I just need the... Something you finished no longer need. You made fucking Turkey the country. Did you just make like the shape of Turkey? Like how do you three-dimensionally sculpt Turkey the country? How does that even work? I'm realizing now I have to change my pinned post, tweet, zeet on Blue Sky because now we're officially debuted as a 2.0. Wow. Can you believe it? Doesn't it feel so magical? As a U country object, you can just place down any country you want, so I decided... Oh, so you just didn't want to do the assignment. Is what you're getting at here. So Tato Q, what? I would mimic you, Tato. Hey, it's only, was that like 4 commissions? You can knock that out. You can knock that out pretty quick to get Tato Q. Welcome in, Joss. How's your night today been going today? Pleasure to see you. Man, new people. This is How was your night today been going? It's good. The totally official Soul 2.0 probably maybe also probably maybe yeah, look, we'll come back to it. What is okay. Yeah, let's pin that because I totally haven't been using this model for like 2 weeks after because I made it before I made anything else. It's been good as is. I am doing quite fine, not for a bit of a sinus infection. That or just seasonal allergies strapping my throat to pieces. So I may be a little quiet and a little rough around the edges of this stream. But regardless, we're here drawing VTubers and stuff. And we'll combine it all into one big one, and then we're going to post it later whenever that's announced. Thank you. But now, regardless of my feelings, we are drawing. So do join us for some chatting and music and whatever. Just unsick. Oh yeah, you're sick, just unsick. Just press Control Z. Yeah, because you're not sick. Shut the fuck up. I am quite feisty. That's kind of my brand, isn't it, though? Bit of an ass. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're splitting it down the middle. These are not the names, but these are not, I don't remember everyone's name. Chad, it's so bad. Chad, I should not have done a big collaborative thing. I have no idea anybody's names. I need the gauge based, like the poses based on who's where. Right, so just X. Guessing. Oh, speak of the devil. Welcome in. Welcome in, Do. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Speak of the devil. I'm working on an art project that I thought it'd be fun. And now I'm just fucked because I don't remember anyone's names. I don't know anyone's names. I'm good. That is good to hear. Oh, this is gonna be great. It's so bad at this. Who the fuck did I draw already? I think it was this one. I have 3 down. That laugh. Streams is so relaxing for the fish. I totally didn't. Yeah. Who's fish? I think the one I have here is bunny. Is fish? Maybe. Yeah. Let's rock and roll that guess. Maybe. I don't know who fish is, dude. Leave me alone. I haven't slept in forever. Did you finally find a non-problematic VTuber group? Did I finally find a VTuber group who isn't made of sex pest? Who isn't mostly sex pest? Did I do it? Who knows? We will find out. I hope we're not problematic. I hope we're not problematic too. Look, dude, you don't understand. It was bad back in the day. It was bad back in the day. The indie scene is so fucked. So I still need boop, 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 boop. I think this is its own little box. Just separate that. Space. Yeah, well, I would say more like the big problematic G. I don't think it was a nice chat. I think it was more of a big G. And come on, let's be lofty here. I think it was like 15. Let's be lofty. Let's be true to form here. Let's not throw a more developed brained myself under the bus. One new layer. Did I make a new layer already? Nope. New layer. I didn't make a new layer. The random breadcrumbs of context. We can talk about it later. This is not a streaming topic. We don't need to. This is not a topic for streaming. I wasn't here when all this happened. No. Most people weren't here when all this happened. It's been way too long, but it's still really funny to think about. Do you have a Discord server? I do! I forgot to put it in the description. I forgot to save the preset where it's in the description. Well, you know what that means? A ballista. Would you mind grabbing that link for me? That's the joke. Ballista can't grab the link. For some reason, YouTube doesn't let him. YouTube doesn't let him get it. Let's see. Share. Copy link. Ay caramba. You know this is difficult for me. Alright, who is next in the folder though? That's how we'll decide who's next. Who's next on my folder? You can change it like 1 or 2 clicks. Yeah, but it's funnier this way that it has to be a big inconvenience every time. It's more funny that it has to be a big fucking inconvenience every time. Oh shit, where'd it go? I had the image. There it is. Let's put that right there. There's my reference image. Did I start this one already? The bit is pretty. It works every time because everyone who asks always doesn't know the bit. It's funny every time to me because every time someone asks, they're not in the Discord, so clearly they're kind of new, and so they don't know that it's a bit. Dude. 8-bit do. My favorite company. They made that controller for the Switch that doesn't work. I think I did this one, didn't I did start this one. It's fine. Well, we could redo it because I was going to redo it anyway. You should do more art. Yes! Everyone should. I think we're on Skyrim music. Yes, we are. Let's say I saw the audio bars drop super low. I was like, why did it drop super low? It's Skyrim day theme. So, okay, something I need to remember is not everyone has soul-length legs. I need to remember that giant fucking legs are exclusive to me. This is why we're drawing other people's characters for now, because I had to learn that my legs are specific. This is why we art study people. I think just creativity is contagious. Oh yeah. Speaking of, do I have your, what do we think do specifically? Do I have your approval on my goofy sketch from whenever in the morning? I had to go work on my opening and end screen, so I didn't get to do any more of it. Thank you. I just thought in my head, what a nice opportunity to have the founder of the art judge my adaptation. Yeah, I should post the art I did yesterday. You should. Just remember, if you ever feel bad, look up find Gigi Marine's X the Everything app, and look at her art, and then know in your mind, your eye's mind, that you can do it. And before you ask, Gigi Marine exclusively draws in highlighter. In, like, Microsoft Paint highlighter tool. And only in orange. What's also weird is trying to come up with, because not every VTuber has the luxury of having doing full body models. So it is also a little strange adapting, like, the assumption of what a half body model would look like as a full body. It's a little crazy sometimes. Modeling program I use for beginners. Oh, that could be good too. That could be good too. Again, you'd be amazed how much someone can use a out there program for art. What's the guy's name who does like all the really like disturbing images? There's a guy who does all this crazy disturbing imagery, but he does it all in MS Paint, and it looks insane. But it's exclusively in MS Paint. Same with, like, I think Crumb works in MS Paint. A lot of MS Paint people I follow. And I realized the Skyrim music just jumped to be the loudest thing on earth. I mean, they just turn that down a little bit. There we go. Just needed some water and bang. I'm out of bang though, so no more bang. No more bang sips. I'm out of it. I'm out. I didn't think I'd be out so quickly. How did I do this pose? Where's my little posing guy? Hold on. I need to grab my little posing man. It's not a very good reference because it's too bulky. I should have followed Panda's advice. Or followed his actions and got more articulated figures. Why is there no easy character to make it to a multi-million-dollar franchise? Get all that money from... Why is there no easy character to make it a multi-million-dollar franchise? You talking about Pokemon? Electrode. Oh, Skylanders. I thought you were talking about Pokemon. Ignore me. I'm going insane. What, fucking... The little guy that wasn't Pop Fizz, but was still a magic guy. It was another weird blue ball man. I forgot his name, but... Wrecking Ball, probably. Yeah, he's just an orb. Wrecking Ball is an orb. He is an orb. I love that. So for those wondering why I have taken a sudden break from drawing, currently I am trying. So a bonus to collecting stuff like figures is with the posable, you can use it as easy pose referencing, kind of like that little magnet man thing, carpal tunnel. That too, that came back with a vengeance. My wrist was so fucking sore. Right after, I was like, man, I was so happy doing all this rigging that I got done with the rigging and started drawing, and it was like, my wrist is so sore right now. Everything hurts right now. I cracked back out the wrist brace. God, it came back with a vengeance. But as I was saying, having that stuff like that, if you don't want to cough up way too much money to buy a little wooden man, you could just use figures and shit that pose for your directions, and it works to a moderate degree. I'm trying to do that to see if that will help. Because I keep making the arms too long and thin. And like too out there. Like one arm will be like twice the length of the other arm if you mix it together. Yes, the woodmen are not that great. That's where the figure argument came in, because it's like actually like already an art. It's already an art. It's not a wooden man. It's not a weird wooden man. My Wrecking Ball figures. Wrecking Ball. Do you have like a bookshelf for your Skylanders? Like you buy you could buy like a $30 bookshelf on like Amazon Basics. I find it with all the rest. Oh, a regular shelf. That works too. I just reorganized my bookshelf today as well. That's why I have it on the brain. Because unfortunately I moved the plushies out of the shelf just because I was running out of... I'm fairly tall. I'm 6 foot. But my shelf is only like 4 feet tall, so I keep trying to, like, as much as I can possibly put as many books as I can in the first 2 shelves. I guess it's a 5 foot shelf. This is 5 shelves and each one's a foot. Yeah, there's 5 feet. Because the lower you get, I don't want to squat down to grab a book. I don't want to squat down to grab a Freerin. He's not just an orb, so you lie. No, he's got legs and like bulbous eyes and weird little spiky bits. But he's easier than Drobot. Like, in terms of ease of use of Skylanders, he's certainly easier. I lost my reference image a while ago and I can't find it. There it is. I'm making Drobot. Yo, I'm so down for Drobot. Drobot, I still, Drobot's the only figure I keep track of from my old Skylander stuff. Because he was absolutely my favorite. Are you kidding me? He's a Mecha Dragon. That's so fucking lit. Wrecking Ball's in the teeth cup. Great. Good to know. Drobot's so hype. Oh, wait, this one actually has elf ears. Shit. I've just been doing, like, rear and ass elf ears on every character. On every applicable character that isn't, like, a humanoid. They're strictly humanoid, I should say. Most VTubers are humanoid. Which is kind of strange, if you think about it. If you think about how many VTubers are, like, very gacha gamey, I guess, for humanoid, but with, like, key distinctions. Or, like, verbal distinctions, I guess. It's weird how little, like, just completely inhuman, fucked up nightmares there are. VTuber gacha designs. It's not necessarily a derogatory thing, but you know what I'm talking about? It's like where someone goes like, oh, it's a furry, but it's like this. Where it's like normal person. And then with like just, yep, that's a horse girl. That's a horse, all right. That is a horse. It's like, that's not a horse. Probably why I like Beast. Probably why I ended up liking Beastars so much, and to begin with, because it had like real like thinking about it designs. And then the fish were just normal. The fish were just fish. That's a different story. The Beastars fish are just fish. But like sometimes I understand it. Like I was collecting Ruri Dragon volumes after the artist came back from the dead. Let's be honest here. I think the Ruri Dragon artist just died for a few years. Like I think they died and replaced him with a Ghost Rider. But she just has horns and is a dragon. And it's like, oh, that's fine because the narrative they're telling. But like sometimes it's a bit much. Goddamn. Man, I got so many fucking manga records. Look, we have yet to break somehow we have yet to fully break headway on the manga conversation. I got so many fucking recommendations. But exclusively of weird shit that was mainstream for like a week and then never talked about again. I love playing real life biology. The VTubers are kind of animals. I'm kind of doing that more now than I was. Like, I have a note, like the proper snout bridge now, and also gills. I'm doing it more now than I was, at the very least. There's a Niji Sanji model who's very, very cool. Who's actually made by the same artist as Gigi and Rin. The guy who did that also did the little dragon guy from Niji Sanji. Who is actually like a gacha game who's like actually a gacha game mascot. Like, it looks so much like a gacha game mascot. I don't know what his name was, or else I'd look him up. But I refuse to look down the list of Niji Sanji models again. After the abhorrent nightmare that was last time we looked down the list of Niji Sanji models. The fucking clown guy. That's still saved to my computer. Hold on. Give me a second. Where is he? Why so serious, model? Is it really my download? No, to be my downloads. Shit, where would it be? Yeah, so I cannot look at fucking Zoomer haircut fan film Joker. I cannot look at him. Get me on the phone. I could have did it. I could have did it. Jeff Goldblum. Oh yeah, wait, no, he's right here. He's saved next to the other ones. He's saved right next to Seething Goku Black. You know, all of that, it's almost as bad as this VTuber. You know, it's almost as bad as this one. This one's by far worse, though. Now that I'm no longer a child and do 3D art, I can see polygons in games. Yeah. It's a little funny. It's a little funny once you start paying attention to stuff. Also, welcome in, Surely Not. How is your night today been going? It is a pleasure to see you. Welcome in to just kind of barely drawing and a lot of chatting. I'm very talkative today. Probably because I'm trying to work off my throat. Can I see the big smile? Indeed you can. Give me a second. Get ready for... Each tooth is individual. Is an individual mesh. It doesn't really show, but just know that that was the process for rigging that. That each tooth had to be individual. Although, can I like? Let me try. Well, let's give it the full pizzazz real quick. Hold on, let me just cover. Can you cover up my? You cover my taskbar for me. Give me a second. Can you cover my taskbar real quick? Was it model settings or was it? Oh no, it was visuals. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Wow, who's that VTuber? They look so silly. Yeah, it looks like their model was almost slapped together over a weekend using an 8-minute tutorial. That model was made with an 8-minute long tutorial for a program I had never used before. Imagine that. There we go. The little pinhole eyes kill me. See, now that we have everything turned on. Hold on. I think it moved. See? How many energy drinks have you had today? Just this one bang, which I finished up. I tried the new bang too. The new bang is so good. I was not expecting the orange bang to just be the best one. God, I was making fun of it read called like by any means necessary or whatever. it was called like even in death I still serve or whatever. This model of a shirtless toggle. Yes. Of course it does. Only one today. Yeah, but I had it late in the night. Was it my last shift? I had a coffee in the middle of the shift as well. I'm easing up in the energy drinks in slew of throwing up 100 times. In slew of the fact that I repeatedly keep getting sick, I'm easing up. Also, like, as much as I'm never going to show it off, I really like the torso for this model. He's still wearing pants. He's still wearing pants, though. That has its own toggle, and we're not going to touch that one. It didn't before, it does now. But I really like the torso look for this. Yeah, the only thing with the rib design is it's hard to work with when rigging. As you can see, it doesn't really look like it's turning, but it's because the torso design is so elaborate and doesn't really move that you can't really tell the side of the torso is kind of shifting. Like, it's shifting a normal amount. It's hard to tell with the design. He's skinny as I. He's about as skinny as I am. This soul is more modeled off of me than one would hope. Yeah, it's got to match up with my actual movements. Some of the rib was like fully actual rib cage because the model torso was like slide. Oh shit, that's awesome. Wait, hold up, that's sick as hell. Do we need casual toggle turned on? I forgot it's hot out. We can just do shirt. We can just do the shirt. Which was something that took me a little time at all. Still ended up looking pretty good. It looks very real. It's a very real looking shirt, which I think is hilarious. That of everything that could have came out really fucking realistic looking, it's the goddamn t-shirt with Baphomet. It's the Baphomet sketch t-shirt based off a ridiculous shirt I saw someone wearing at a cafe once. Or at least that was the idea in my head. Who knows how well it turned out? More outfits than me, I think. I guess I don't know. I don't know a lot of. I only really have 2 outfits. However, it's like the pieces of the outfit are elaborate. Like, technically, I only have 2, but each piece turns on individually, so it technically looks like there's more. Waist snatch. Dope. Let me just re-equip all my gadget. That would last long. Which again, these ones are longer than they were. This is the tallest soul by far. The legs don't shimmy on this model though. The legs shimmied on the last one. They don't shimmy on this one. Because who really needs that? You rigged taking off all the pieces separately and didn't. And I didn't see more options. Yeah. Just because I didn't want to do separate outfits. It's like, why do separate outfits when I can cheat the fact that I can look different in a bunch of different streams? And, like, I can also cheat this. Like, because the arms don't exist on this model. Let's see. It's a 2.0 stream. We can talk about the model some more. Like, the arms don't exist. They're, like, they're back there, but they just end, like, right about, like, not in the middle of the torso, but where kind of, like, the waistline sort of converge is where they just end. Shirtless with the jacket goes hard. It's giving One Piece. It's giving Luffy. Actually, is there a straw hat in here? Hold on. Is there a straw hat? Could we be Luffy? We cannot be Luffy. Shit. We could be Goro Majima. We can be Goro Majima technically. Kiryu. I've come to kill you. I'm in Hawaii now. I'm a pirate. I don't really exude that kind of energy though. I exude the form. But like I could cheat because the arms don't exist. I could just do shit like this and it like doesn't matter. Because there isn't any arms anyway. I could just like have the, oh yeah, sure, the arms are in the foreground. Even though these jacket arms are just attached to something completely different. Like the jacket arms for this one are like an entire category of group layers away from the actual arms, and it just doesn't matter because there aren't any arms. So I could just, so like, oh, look at the hands are behind the thing. Oh, now they're in front. It's because there's no arms, so I don't have to worry about it. Anyway. Chad's getting good at modeling. Perchance, you can't just say it. I think I used it correctly. Well, yes, but saying perchance is funny. Who are you drawing right now, Soul? Let me find, because I have their PNG saved on my desktop as just a bunch of letters I smashed because I didn't want to come up with a name. Not content ping, not socials ping. Fish. this one's fish. Fish, yeah. Are you saying it fish? I don't want to be that guy who's like, hey, dubfishia at twitch.tv.com. Hey. Mario the Man versus Mario the Idea. I did read the sequel. I did find the sequel, the fucking Rosa Parks essay. Fucking strap in and get ready to rock. There's a Rosa Parks essay that's similar. It's a similar tone, but it's like it starts with a prelude text where the entire first paragraph is just a "Ooh, Docky, Mr. Professor, it's 4 a.m. and I'm ready to rock. So strap in and sit tight and let's go." Like, is this fucking prelude? It's just cool not to write like that. I don't have the balls to write like that. No, wait, no, I do have the balls to write like that. What am I saying? I made a fucking 10-page Sharknado 3 essay and turned it in as a thesis. Except I didn't ever mention it was Sharknado 3. The bit was that it was an analysis paper, a giant fucking analysis paper on Sharknado 3, but at no point did I ever say it was Sharknado 3. When the really shows the most visceral nature of man versus nature, beyond comprehension, of just in its most rawest form, and it's fucking Sharknado 3 where they go to Orlando Studios. Because she's just pre-made models. Oh. Well, look, I needed something to go off of here. I needed something. I'm already only working with the top half. Yeah, with just the top half. I can't also be working with something completely at random. AI could never recreate it. No. No. Never use AI. Even if your essay is going to be terrible, it's still going to be fucking funny when you look back at it. The mythical Dr. Pepper. I'm better writer than anyone who uses AI. Yes, I never used AI once. I've had some really close calls where I thought about using AI, but I didn't just because, like... There was one time I had to work... I think I had to work right after class, where I immediately had to go. But I didn't realize that my final for the class was due in 2 hours after leaving the building. Nor did I know that there was another final for the class. So I did an entire final essay in like half an hour at work. It was insane. It was so funny. Like I had to walk in and go, "Guys, I need you to defend me as I finish my final so I don't fail." You're a close student right now. I'm watching everyone around me use AI. It's painful. Ugh. There's a lot of procedures against it, but they just never, it's never worked. That's the good thing about taking like art specific classes, is the teacher will know when AI is being used, and you'll know not to use AI with like a proper art teacher. Because it just won't work. It is very easy to spot AI. Especially in images. In writing, it's a bit harder, but you can tell when perchance has been said at least 4 times. In the correct context, somewhat. AI images look like shit. Yeah, I'm seeing them float around where people are like, you can't even tell. And it's like, there's no hand there. There's not a, there is a few things I've been saving that have been AI just because they look fucking ridiculous. Is that a lace wing? Get off my computer. Die. There's a lace wing on my computer. How did you get in here? Every time I see a lace wing on my computer, I always have to look up at the fan. But they just get in because that's just the local fauna. But I always have to look up at the fan to make sure there's not 100 more. God, that day was fucking awesome. Because I literally just looked up after seeing they were all around me and like in my nose and on my lights and all that. It's like, what happened? And I turn around and there's just 1,000 of them. They're right behind me, aren't they? Here, let me kick on the scary music's kind of nothing. Let me just kick on some Zenless. I realize that we're just listening to nothing. And me droning on about. So I don't know how to differentiate it, but there's always a tell every time. You can always tell. Like, it gets to be, like, more minute distinctions, but again, always, like, and also, like, you can see a bunch of reports of AI getting worse because a lot of platforms are now getting, like, I guess not, like, attacking AI, but, like, a lot of platforms are now becoming anti-AI as it's a rising issue. So when artists migrate to those platforms, the AI is actually training off itself now, which is deteriorating it to be more easily spotted because it's repeating the same issues over and over again. It's learning from flawed references. Which is good for us. Good for us, because we may yet still have a job. People don't want to pay for it, still won't pay for artists anyway. Yeah, like, the people using AI aren't like, oh man, I always wanted to pay an artist, but I don't have the money. You're not going to buy it even if you had the money. AI training on itself is yes, it is literally the incest level. The only incest allowed. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe not the only incest. But that's a great way to describe it, though. let's not involve my name in this. Let's not throw me under the bus, but describing it as incest is very indicative to what it is. Yeah, the people who do AI are the people wanting exposure. Wanting work for exposure. No. Shut the fuck up. We're not bringing that. Soul self-cest is not going to be a repeated gag. Repeated channel gag. Is that another... Oh no, those are gnats, not lace wings. Oh, those are even smaller though. I don't want those in here. Are they getting into the window? I don't see any more. That's the issue, is I'm only seeing a couple of them. I don't want them in here. Chat, this might be Lacewing 2.0. If I start fighting more, then I'm going to close the window. Now I can feel, like, feel phantom shit crawling on me. This might be my first time drawing like a... No, I drew Gigi Murray the other day. I was gonna say like small VTuber. It's SMOL type VTuber. Or type character in general. In all of my years of art. Only once. And that is right now, but I drew Gigi Murray the other day. So that's not true. So disregard that. GG. I don't know what it was the other day, but I was really banging out Hollow Live members in my sketchbook. Like my physical sketchbook. I was really fucking drew like 3 or 4 of them. The only thing I didn't do was proper shading. I guess we could fix this one up a little bit, because this is pretty close to what it is. It's a little sketchbook tool. And never, because I don't really use sketchbooks for anything other than, like, I don't really use sketchbooks for sketchbooking. I need to get a sketchbook for that, but I don't ever use a sketchbook for it. And the sketchbook that I'm currently using, I used it so little that it still has a bunch of, it still has a couple sketches of a bunch of sex pests. And I'm not gonna do it. I'd say we can transcode. It's just going well. I forgot we were doing that. I forgot that was the overarching plot of the stream. Is another gnat on my microphone? I really like the face on this one. The face on this one's cracking me up. It does look very buggy. This is supposed to be a cricket VTuber? This can be Yappa. Oh, no, I'm yapping all day. I can totally. This can be a cricket VTuber? It looks really goofy. She looks super goofy. So you have more about the Sharknado 3 essay. I think I still have it saved. Hold on. Can we read it up? I wonder. No, okay, I was about to say show it on stream. However, it does have a certain name on it. It does have the name of the god in one shot on it. I don't know who it was, but it does have the name of that god on it. Is it in? Oh no, did I not share it with myself? Okay, so I have Fat Ugly Lizard on here. Where's the Sharknado 3 essay at? Wearable technology, copy. Is it this one? Nope, this is the parasocial essay I did. That was another thesis, was the parasocial one. Fat Ugly Lizard. Yeah, I wrote one on these weird... I did a biology essay on these really fat, ugly lizards. I forgot what they're called. I just remember calling them fat, ugly lizards like 100 times in the essay. Okay, no. How many fucking copies of my fucking parasocial thing do I have? Oh no, okay, I found this one. Okay, I found the essay. It's called the title of the essay about Sharknado 3 is Monument to the Epitome of Human Sin. It's the title of my report on Sharknado 3. Open Fat Ugly Lizard. What is a fat ugly lizard? Okay. Oh, they are fat and ugly. Oh god, I hate them. Oh, I know I love them. Wait. Yeah, hold up. Why do they look like? Where's the iconic image of it? Where is it? Like a fucking fat one. Where is this? I remember looking him up and like the first image was this disgusting, horrible, like creature. This weird, like wide fucking nightmare creature. Is it in? I think it's in the essay, maybe. Did I include it at the bottom as a reference? Oh, I have a bunch of website links. Thank God for smalling me. Writing down my sources. What is the species? I will reveal it when I find the accompanying image. That is a big, fat, ugly lizard. Hold on. Did they like thin down? Did they like lose weight since I wrote this essay? Okay, it's a pet care manual. To be fair, I don't think they're... To be fair, I'm a big proprietor of lizards. They're not that fat or ugly. But... let me go to my image. That's nothing. What is their species? I will tell you. They are... the Argentinian black and white tegu. Look at this thing. Look at this. I am, by the way, huge lizard buff. Don't know if I've ever said that on stream before. Massive lizard buff. God, fucking look at this thing. Schmimby guy, yeah. That called, it's just fat, ugly lizard. Here's another one. It looks like an egg. It looks like a stylistic choice in an RPG. It looks like a choice. It looks like an egg. Yeah, if you had described in 3 words. Fat, ugly, and lizard. Let's see. However, let's get to the real creme of the crop here. The monument of the epitome of human sin. Jesus fucking Christ, I sure knew how they yap. This might have not been senior year, actually. This might have been my junior year of high school. Bro's a low-level enemy. Yeah, he's literally the introduction to, like, defensive options. Bro is so introduction to armor pierce mechanic coded. Alright, so let's see. So I do say it's Sharknado 3. After the first, like, paragraph, I think. Hold on. Let me read this. Quality, in terms of uses to describe it. Quality is a term used to describe the umbrella average of the features of any one given thing. A scale to determine whether something is good or bad. Film is no different from any medium of artistry. There is good and there is bad. This almost binary scale could be defining of an artist's career. Vincent van Gogh was treated as nothing more than an out-of-touch joke during his creative period. Through his work, though his work was much more appreciated by the analytical and refined palates of the future. Anthony C. Ferrante is a name no one has yet to know. But the monster under the child's bed committed... But has the monster under the child's bed committed no witchery, if not seen? It's so fucking stupid. Let me just reread that again. Anthony C. Ferrante is a name no one has yet to know. But has the monster under the child's bed, committed no witchery if not seen? Ferrante has secretly been pioneering the pylons of blight brought before cinematic analysis for 11 years. This is because, in the satanically apt number of 2013, Ferrante created a 6-movie franchise of horrors beyond recognition. Sharknado is a name rung infamously at the doorstep of the pantheon of cinema. However, the concept and idea of the Sharknado brand did not reach their ultimatum until 2015's Sharknado 3: Oh Hell No, a movie that should be the benchmark and sole influence for every estranged, horrid movie to come after it, as it contains no less than abhorrent camera work and special effects, both practical and CGI, at an alarming consistency. Dialogue only less corny than the state of Iowa. And a story, which is, by the way, Iowa is the corn capital of the United States. And a story so benign that I was dumbfounded and utterly floored by the sheer absurdity. Altogether making Sharknado 3, oh hell no, the greatest worst movie. That is paragraph number 1. That is the intro paragraph. It's so fucking make sure that information's correct. Corn capital of the U.S. Minnesota. Minnesota. Is the Corn Palace in Iowa? Did my dumbass make a Corn Palace reference? Okay, no, it's in South Dakota. What the fuck does Iowa have to do with this? We need to figure out what the fuck Iowa is. What the fuck is Iowa and all this? Iowa corn. Why is Iowa famous for corn? Okay, no, Iowa's famous for corn quality. Okay. And it's famous for corn quality and production of corn. Okay, it is not the corn capital, but it is the corn state. Okay, that I think I want a deep dive for my own dumb reference. I like how I could immediately assume that I was writing about the Corn Palace again. Oh, it gets even weirder. Hold on. Do we keep on going? Because it's only 3 pages. It's not 6. Do we keep on going? Because this is really funny. I might post it to Blue Sky later. It's really funny. Okay. All handwritten, by the way. I wrote this all. This is not AI. I did not have any reference for writing this, other than the fact I watched Sharknado 3 like 100 times. Because it is one of my favorite movies of all time. Anyway. The tale to be told by this unholy affront to cinema starts with our daring protagonist, Finn Shepard, rushing to the White House to both receive a peace prize but also warn everyone of the upcoming storm. A shark storm. Yes. Wait, is this written on paper? No, this is written on Google Drive. It's not written. I did not handwrite this. Immediately, the action is broken into through the technique only described as possibly a cold open, where the delving story is saved for after the hook, if you will, which is surprisingly competent to both surprise returning shark fanatics by unclosing the closed story of the previous in such a spectacularly fast and abrupt way, but also hook new people by getting them immediately interested. Yes, this is the part where we just have to describe the plot as it's happening. So, if you're wondering why I'm just reciting the plot of Sharknado 3, the following White House section is actually very entertaining, being the cast of mostly C-list celebrity cameos, and being one of the most intensely patriotic, continuous action scenes for the entire opening act. I have talked about this in stream before, that it does take place in the White House, and Donald Trump was going to be the president, but he had to go run for president, and we all know how that turned out twice. The acting is so weird that it hooks a viewer's attention in a way that can go completely invested in whatever is happening by breaking in the #1 feeling of Sharknado as a whole. Blinding acceptance. Okay, so I can't play it on stream in fear of another copyright, a la the Great Gatsby movie. But Sharknado 3 is free on YouTube right now, which I actually have it linked in the Discord somewhere. It might be a pinned. If it's not a pinned thing, I'll pin it later. But, like, I'll get to it, but that is to say, President Mark Cuban and series protagonist Finn Shepard. Yeah. Mark Cuban was playing the president, and they were, like, fucking booking it up. Like, just booking it, like, guns blazing. Mark Cuban was dueling sharks with a sword in that movie. Imagine that being, like, 70-year-old Donald Trump trying to fucking do sword choreography. The movie is insane. I love fucking Sharknado 3 so much. It's so goddamn funny. Defying all laws of anything in the natural world. To jump at sharks with a fraudulent solid gold chainsaw that works despite being a trophy. Medieval English swords in the White House. A presidential bust. And every painted pellet gun $300 could buy, while at the same time, quotes, sugar, end quotes, Ray escorts civilians by surfing on a green screen painting, despite completely stumbling off the green screen, is an indoctrination segment. What the fuck was I on writing? Was I high when I wrote this? What am I talking about? But I mean, I'm not wrong. Like, the thing is, I hate that everything I've said here has been a correct way to describe Sharknado 3. Calling the cold open in the beginning an indoctrination segment is very apt. That would be a bit weirder if I was reading this in a different context. This indoctrination preps expectations and subconsciously causes one's brain to tune out, making them more accepting of the rest of the movie. Why is that described as like a fucking psyop? The movie is a globetrot with most on-location shots. On location is in quotes. It was mostly driveways that they were calling expressways. Going from DC through to note the White House is an obvious green screen, to a southern military camp, then to Universal Orlando theme park. And of course, plenty of weirdly high detailed or completely ridiculous sets. The same writing techniques persist throughout the story, and so possibly the weirdest and comedically stupid ending of a movie ever written. That is true. What Ferrante tries to do is to take a Watchmen-esque approach to the surface for the good of all, but dear God, the ending involves... That wasn't me saying that, unlike the previous comments I've been making. That was in the essay. I wrote a Watchmen-esque approach for the good of all, but dear God, the ending involved Finn and his wife April, played by Tara Reid, and his father, Captain Gilbert, played by David Hasselhoff, flying to the moon to activate the hidden moon laser to displace Earth's weather cycles and erase the Super Sharknado. However, the plan goes wrong, causing the ship to start collapsing, so Gil has to save the rest of stranding himself on the moon to manually activate the laser. That was decent enough at an emotional attempt of a moment. By actually finishing Gil's arc, making him a redeemed hero after a disappointing and melancholic retirement. But of course, Ronte is a monster. Ronte is a monster. And had April get eaten last minute by a falling space shark. No, this is the different point. I skipped ahead a little bit. April gets eaten by a shark, then Finn rides said shark with a lightsaber in the shape of a chainsaw back down to Earth from the moon. He then helps April, who is swallowed whole into a sock puppet shark, cut open the shark to reveal the twist that April gave birth within the shark. But also, when April gets out and has a good time, she gets crushed by a second shark and dies permanently in the series. Truly the greatest fumble in the history of cinematic endings, only to then start the next movie with a South Park style animation showing how the dorkiest, most nerd-coded CEO, Astrom Reynolds, flying to space himself and saving Gil before he ran out of oxygen on the moon. A major theme in Oh Hell No is family. The introduction of April's mother and Finn's father, to the reintroduction of Nova, the full inclusion of nondescript amounts of expendable young adult children. Then April Finn operates new amounts every movie. Oh yeah, that's right. They have like 20 kids in this movie. Like the main two characters have 20 kids in a nondescript relationship. This movie, for what it's worth, felt like a conclusion of, because like if they got yeah, no, if we watch Sharknado 3, I can point out every CGI mistake in the entire movie as it's happening, or before it happens. I can point out every single CGI mistake. But also, yeah, 20. It's because every fucking Sharknado movie, there's a bunch of Nickelodeon rejects who they're just like, oh yeah, we gotta go find our kid. It's like, oh hey dad, and it's like another fucking Nickelodeon kid. They do it every movie. There's like 3 Nickelodeon kids per movie, and they're all the kids in the main characters, and they're all of varying ages. How many times did you watch this movie? I've seen it at least 6 times. I watch it once a year. I've seen it once a year. This movie, for what it's worth, felt like a conclusion to the 3 movies. By assembling all of Finn's family, both literally and metaphorically, with Nova and her partner, as well as the entire cast of Nick at Night playing family, friends, and boyfriends. I need to stop commentating over my own commentary. My own commentary was gold. I don't need to fucking add a hat on a hat here. I can just read it. The opener part is well, the entire cast of Nick at Night playing family, friends, or boyfriends. For one last encounter, the theme of family can also be seen in April, who throughout the entire movie is pregnant with their next child. April giving birth in the shark symbolizes that Finn will forever have family ties to the shark. And that even though the Sharknadoes are gone, they are part of his legacy in his child. Even naming his child Gil, to not only remember the family they lost, but to keep the familiar motif of everyone being named after shark's body parts. Symbolism in this movie comes at slim pickings. However, some things can be found through, though it may be more meta symbolism. Jesus Christ. It is symbolism nonetheless. Meta-symbolism is summarizing with the sheer quality at play, and oh hell no, is that... Oh, Jesus Christ, I did not put this in there. Oh my god. How old were you when you wrote this? 17. I know, I was either 17 or 18 when I wrote this. It wasn't too long ago. It was still not. It was at the end of high school, I think. I would hope. Meta-symbolism. There's meta-symbolism in summarizing the entire sheer quality of the movie at play in Oh Hell No. Is that Jared Fogle cameo. This symbolizes how rough and painful this movie is. Really wrapping it up in the one beginning cameo. The film symbolizes is seen in the characters in... I did not just compare Sharknado 3, the quality of Sharknado 3, to that of just seeing Jared Fogle. And I just saw Chicken Jack out of the car. This symbolizes just so rough the movie is rapid. This film symbolizes the scene of many of the characters' names. Finn is directly the anatomy of a shark. He is the essence of one with the sharks and how Sharknado follows him throughout the shark attacks, only coming in his wake, not dissimilar to seeing a fin appear out of the water. But it's a prelude to shark attack, not unlike Jaws. Which, look, there's some competence to these movies, but I don't want to talk about that. I just want to talk about how fucking awful this is. The performance in this movie is added to the atmosphere of stupid. Being some of the corniest lines and poor actors trying to be serious. And it is just hilarious to watch this train wreck. All of the actors cast are either celebrities wanting to be in something loose for cheap, or are C-list actors desperately looking for work. This corresponds with an interview with Ian Ziering gave, where he said, in short, that he would be out of money and on the street if he did not take this role. A notable line of ear-hemorrhaging dialogue. So it's pissed off right now. Says, dude, I fucking love Sharknado so much. A notable line of ear-hemorrhaging dialogue that belonged in the pyramid of line reads with the likes of Sindel's first line in MK Annihilation. Dude, I have a fucking heart attack. Dude, this is so peak. What the hell? Why did I become a writer? Hold on, okay. I'm sorry, but we need no one has seen this movie. I am wrapping in more bad movies into my bad movie. Into my review of a terrible movie. Let me just... I know it's in here. oh no, I'm taking out all the names and I'm posting this. Absolutely. But let me just find the clip I'm talking about, where I talk about MK Annihilation's first line of dialogue here. Oops. Let's mute the music real quick. Yeah, you can hear this. Where is it? God, okay, no. We're putting up the footage too. we're turning on the footage. I don't care if I'm logged in. We're turning on the footage. This is the same Bible. You can't just say but chance. Yes, but I've somehow written the single most sophisticated essay for nothing. That was it. But, Mother, you're alive. Too bad you will die. Let's get that off the screen real quick. That's the show that the essay is real. In exchange between Mark Cuban and Ziering, where Cuban says, they used to call me the shark, which is followed by Ziering saying, hail to the chief, before throwing a grenade into a flying CGI shark's mouth and sliding down a flat, long hallway of the White House, firing the magic no recoil movie guns. One-liners of this movie are meant to be single lines that hold no impact but larger statement or message. However, Sharknado was known as the jumping the shark's point of the series, as it dives headfirst into the weird dialogues like the aforementioned quotes. The series' deadpan delivery also sells the absurdity I have dyslexia, but for hearing things. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, probably watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation is probably not good for that. Like Finn saying, it's not the space I'm worried about, it's the sharks. A line that would make people question someone's sobriety. But completely serious. And it just doesn't work. Because of the low actor bar passability of the scene. To just let one take skip by. The visuals. Too bad you will die. Is fire. God, oh. This is the visuals portion. Well, I can draw while reading this. We're at the visuals portion of the essay, which is the last page, I think. The visual style of Sharknado 3 truly takes the cake of honing the high school film project effect, which is so laughably and iconically bad that it launched the movie to its well-known cult classic status it has today. Upon my 7th viewing of the film, maybe I've seen it more than 6 times, I've become accustomed to the visual trips that Sharknado brings to the table. The most prominent of these is creating backdrops and scenes since Sharknadoes aren't real. It just does this by loosely chroma keying the shot to be a deep blue to emulate night or dark skies. Not unlike filming techniques used in cinematic flops like Mad Max Fury Road. Although Sharknado 3 gets wild for some scenes. Okay, this is definitely senior year though, because I had not seen Mad Max Fury Road before senior year. There's some scenes where they need close-ups on people with detailed lighting. Brente pioneered the technique of cropping out the sky poorly and obviously, in parentheses, in the background and pasting a blue sky to keep the lighting on people for capturing expressions, but also keeping the darkness as the film backdrops. Sharknado 3 also has a wide variety of blatantly messed up shots, especially when it comes to the shark CGI models used throughout the film. The most appalling is when one of the Nick kids were trying to avoid the sharks that landed on the roller coaster with them. And in between, around 5 cuts made, in Thai brief segments, Thai like the country, brief segments that show the shark, it grows and shrinks between being visually about 10 feet long to 40 feet long, and changes per cut. Despite Sharknado's reputation, there are limited practical effects that are only really notoriety in the prosthetic arm April gets in the second movie. This prop is actually well blended to look decent on her arm for some reason. Plot holes of her having a hand despite the prosthetic nub with an affixed saw to it. Decent until the saw comes where without fail every time, a close-up shot that is identical every time on this decent prosthetic, where it looks the quality of a switch comb, and thus returns the Sharknado taste we've come to love. So in Sharknado 2, April loses her hand, but they just got too lazy to put on the prosthetic on every day of shooting, so her hand is just there for some of it. And they just reuse it like it's fucking Power Rangers. They just reuse the footage of her arm extending into a saw, which looks like a fucking switch comb. So what grade did you get this? Did you get for this? This was an A. I got a perfect score on this. I got a perfect score. Music has less of a role than Shark. Less of a role being stock music taken from Movie Maker FX. I knew the exact sound library they use. However, a single song that has been present in every movie during the opening title card and stylized animation. The song made by and for Sharknado that indicates the entire feeling of watching the movie in a single song. The Battle of Sharknado by Quint is almost an entrancing song that is impossible to fully comprehend. Listening to its entirety using repetition makes you forget how long the song actually is, tricking your brain into thinking the parts that have already been listened to haven't been listened to before. This pairs with the dronic and impeccably both generically familiar yet familiarly annoying background guitar makes it truly the Sharknado Nickelback of cinematic age. This is... Remember how you described me as talking like RULZ card the other day? Is this what you're talking about? Why am I stupid? Why am I dumb? The Sharknado Nickelback? Sharknado during this point to Sharknado 3 have actually caused the existence of many different movies all trying to recapture the magic of the first Shark Spun trilogy. Bandwagoning is something that Sharknado has always been especially dragged down by. The Shark Storm, as it were, is the boom of low-budget movies made for TV movies. Oh my god, I talk about the fucking fake-ass shark movies from the last stream. Welcome in, Luke. How's your night today been going? Do I take requests? Sometimes if it's something small. But right now I'm currently reading an essay I wrote in high school about Sharknado 3. Anyway, welcome in, Luke and Dread. How are your night today's been going? It's a pleasure to see you. I'm finishing up reading an essay I wrote in high school about Sharknado 3 that is so... To give you the guise of this essay, it is called Monument to the Epitome of Human Sin. Where I talk about the Shark Spun trilogy. TV movies like Trailer Park Shark, Ice Shark, Toxic Shark, Zombie Shark, Santa Shark, and so on and so forth, and so many goddamn movies. What they didn't understand was the Sharknado had a budget, a weirdly high budget for what it looks. Sharknado 3 had a budget of $2.4 million. 300 more than you'd 2.3 million more than you'd assume. The copies did not, with one notable exception. This exception is that the Sharktopus franchise, a monster in its own right, a movie series that captured the magic of Sharknado just with the structure of Godzilla. It was really the only other of these type of movies to ever get a franchise designation. Sharktopus vs. Werewolf and Sharktopus vs. Pteracuda. To name the most notable, this movie was able to recapture the magic by doing all with the concepts, ideas, and cinematography that have a demographic of nobody in their right minds. Personal reaction to Sharknado 3. Oh, hell no, that it has been one of my favorite movies of all time, plain and simply. Sharknado the 3rd and 7th viewing goes nowhere on my personal list of favorite films. I am completely conscious of how bad the movie is. more qualified than most to address it. I can point out each visual misstep of what happens. All in all, Sharknado 3 is the pinnacle of bad movies, but was running away with terrible movies. There's almost genius level of carelessness and idiocy in every department, creating a mind-numbing collection. Sharknado 3, oh hell no, it's the single best worst movie ever made. That was a senior year of high school, and that was a perfect score. We should make Sharknado 7. No, it ended in the 6th one, where they went back in time and erased Sharknadoes from history. Blister. Get your movie facts right. They can't make another one. The franchise is over. They ended it? Okay. Genuinely, the ending of Sharknado 6 is the ending of JoJo's Part 6 Stone Ocean. They recreate it beat for beat. It's so... It is 10 years before Stone Ocean got adapted to live action. Or got adapted to anime. They recreated the ending of Stone Ocean. Oh god, I'm so fucking stupid. Alright, who are we missing? Who are we missing on the list? Alright, let's see. God, I'm laughing too hard. I'm so sorry, Luke. I know you're new, but I had to do it. I had to finish up talking about Sharknado. The views did not drop, and that's all that matters. Yes, I will be erasing the names from it and posting it to Blue Sky, because that is the most funny fucking thing I've ever... God, That is, I think, the funniest essay I wrote. I don't think the parasocial one is as funny. I don't think writing about the toxicity and depreciating nature of parasocial relationships in VTubing is as funny. It's Sharknado 3, the monument of sin. Maybe Fat Ugly Lizard is equally as funny. Yeah, probably not. I wrote that one, I think, the year prior. But yeah, there was a period in my senior year where I just decided to stop giving a shit, just doing exclusively dumb shit to see how much I could get away with. That was one of it. That was part of it. Because I think that was Film History 110. I think there was a Film History 110. Like that was a fucking dual enrolled college course, I think. Because I talk about Fury Road in that one, which was something from that class. So I think it was a university course. And I'm like, hey, check this out. Yeah, you can make requests now. You can do our request, since now that we're done with the epitome of sin. I still need jam and cappuccino. I think we're working with a pirate VTuber and a crab VTuber next. Because we got our rat, we got our angel, we got our child, and our cricket. So now the last we need is a pirate and a crab. Which one are we doing first? Which one are we doing this stream, and which one are we doing live, and which one are we not? But it's crab like gotcha crab. It's not crab like actual crab. It's crab. It's not crab people South Park. It's crab anime boy. It's crab twink. Imitation crab. Oh, I'm saving that. Oh, we're backpocketing that for when I ever get to speak to him. I'm sure that'll go over well. Imitation crab. Oh, that's funny. God, my hands are fucking shaking for how much I was holding in laughter. That or I'm just really hungry right now. I probably am hungry. I didn't really eat anything. Oh no, Crab Guy was on this Crab Guy was on this side when I wrapped it up. I did not expect this stream to go this way, to be reading a high school essay. By the way, there was like mostly spelling errors. Or it kept marking Sharknadoes as a spelling error. Because Sharknado isn't a word. How many spelling errors are there? Not much, because I'm very particular about it, but there's spelling errors, and like Google Drive doesn't know how to handle Old English words very often. Nor like really strange out there words. It just doesn't register them. So when you use that, it marks it as wrong anyway. You just press ignore. Yeah, but every time you open it, it doesn't ignore it. It unignores it every time you reopen it. God, it's so fucking funny though. That song. Oh no, did I set... Are we thinking of that song? That song? Is it that song? That song? That song? Or what? Did I send you like a real song? Did I send you a real song, or like one of the worst songs ever made? Those songs. Okay, yeah. So it's some of the worst songs ever made, and are not going to shame them live because they have like 3 subscribers. I will send it to you though. It is some of the worst. I'll send it to you after the stream so I could send you the... Actually, no, I won't send you context. I could just... I have to find it because it's in a fucking group chat. Man, a lot of Soul School Days type stuff, because that was also a School Days thing with that fucking song. Yeah, who did I send it to though? Okay, there it is. Okay, here it is. Please send. It's loading right now. Yeah, it is some of the worst music ever made. It was also made by someone on the sex offender registry. So, I'm just gonna live with that information from now on. And that was before they made the songs. Oh, I did. Did I send you that already? Oh, god damn it. Then you should have known who it was. Come on, you can't forget my favorite song. You can't forget my favorite song. That is, I shit you not, called Stalking Your Location. Can't forget about that. It's my favorite one. No, the first song is my favorite one. the first one is on that album. The first song is the best one. Because it's exactly what... Because it sounds like fucking Friday Night Funkin' music. The first one's easily the best one. And you know if you listen to it that it is all out of beat, like fucking garage band dubstep. Like just out of tune, like, oh god. And he fucking whispers in the end, but only in one ear. It only registers in one ear. What are you gonna make a diss track? That could be the sub goal after the cake one. Then we'll do maid outfit. We'll do maid outfit. We'll do cake, maid outfit, or cake diss track. Then maid outfit. Do it in that order. 3/4 to 1,000 will do the diss track. 1K sub the diss track. I thought 1K sub was maid outfit. I'm gonna say this now, and then when it comes actually time for it, what we'll have ready is we'll have just an exact word for word of fucking PewDiePie's diss track, and then just recite that. My apologies. I was not expecting seasonal allergies. Well, I mean, I was expecting seasonal allergies, but not enough to mute it. I was not too ahead of the curve to mute it. God, I'm pinned in general. Oh, the subs thing. Okay. we'll do a rap style stream like the Hololive rap battles. Which if you haven't seen the Hololive rap battle stream, it's so goddamn funny. Welcome in, Tabby Cat VR. How was your night today been going? It is a pleasure to see you. My apologies, my throat might be a bit rough because I just had a big fat allergy attack. I love having allergies. Other being allergic to weather. What you drawing? Just some VTubers. Relearning design. Yeah, you did dismiss the epitome of human sin, but that's alright. It'll be posted later on my bluesky.com in the description. The epitome of human sin. By Solace Andromeda. Or I guess at the time it would have been Celestial Andromeda. Huh. You know, the last name never changed. The first and middle name changed constantly. The last one didn't. This is a really weird fucking pose I decided on. Out of nowhere. Alright, get this hand out of here. This hand's making me uncomfortable. Get it out of here. Though it does go to show I can draw hands. Unlike Raw Liefeld. Yeah, it was an essay on Sharknado 3 I wrote in high school. And I read it for chat because it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever read. Because I did not know I could be so well spoken about my favorite movie. Sharknado is better than Hazbin Hotel. Yes, objectively, Sharknado is better than Hazbin Hotel. Sharknado had way more of a cultural impact. Are you kidding me? The fucking Helliverse. They didn't even have to call it a multiverse. They did a time travel multiverse movie before it was cool. Apples are red kind of statement. They went back in time to the first Sharknado. Benjamin Franklin was there. Alright, hold on. Where is... I'm gonna step out to grab some allergy medication because it's actually pretty bad. I will be right back. Don't forget to like and subscribe while I'm gone. have returned and I feel worse. I got up and I felt bad. Transmiku, no! What happened to Transmiku while I was gone? What the fuck? In my absence, you destroyed Transmiku? No, my cat here on my headset. The wrong cat here fell off. Shit. Chat, I lost a cat here. I have the original. I don't have like the cat specific cat Kraken headset. I just have the classic, like the regular, or whatever the original Kraken headset that they made the cat ear attachments, that like the fan submitted cat ear attachments for. I wish I had the more like advanced one, like the glowing headset with cat ears. But alas, I only have the Krakens people complained were lacking cat ears. One of our leaks flew off the build plate. Shit. What is Miku, if not Liku? Entire art would have been messed up. Yeah, I feel, yeah. Alright, let's see. Back to PNGs, and I need to find... It's going to be... No, that'd be a funny bit if I didn't know anyone's name. Chat, we're not learning any of these people's names. You can learn them. You will learn them. I will say whatever comes to mind first. There's a reason my name only has 3 letters. It's so I can remember it. So this Capricornus Andromeda. Or just Soul. For convenience. My name is short. 3 letters. SOL. Okay, we're getting 2 2010s, boy. We need to restart. We need to do not as 2010s, boy. Give me a second. So put Andromeda at the end of your YouTube name so it's not just SoulCH. Okay, what I can do, though, is put Solace. Baking Tato. I can put baked potato. I think I've sent Beans baked potato before. I'm making potato cookie. Do you have like a club that you're sharing this all out? Do you have like is like a Tato fan page? Like a Tato amino you're hooked on? What are you doing with all this Tato stuff? Is it for like self-enjoyment? It's like under the moonlit night of the Tato cookie. I hope I'm pleasing you, Tato. Is it like is it like a one-person cult, like Coffin a CJ Mary? Just for you. Oh boy. Beans might be losing it. Does anyone got a fucking... Do we have a room full of rats to put beans in? Cause he's fucking losing it. Okay, there's dialogue I encountered in Oblivion on my personal account. That is literally the room full of rats thing. It is so goddamn stupid. There's nothing sane and neurotypical about what I'm doing. Let me look up Oblivion Rats dialogue. See if I can just find it and read it. So, a line when encountering the Argonian. We bam nah. Rats, we are the rats. So when talking to We Bam Na, the Argonian archer, he says, "Have you seen all those rats around here? It's making me crazy." First, this guy decides he's going to make $1 million. Opens a fancy restaurant. Rats in rats in cream sauce, rat flambe, rat neck crumb with bone gravy, deep fried rat, lemon rat, and wild rice, rat ragu with powdered deer peanuts. Of course, when the guards found out, they ran his sorry ass out of town. But they left the rats! Rats! It is a 2-in-1 kind of reference. I love it, right? Tag yourself rat cuisine. Tag yourself medieval rat cuisine. I'm rat powder with deer peanut. Or whatever the last one was. Whatever that last thing was. Rat ragu. Dry rat. Who wants some nice rat ragu? God damn it, fucking drywall. I knew it was something. Suffering as I sent one of the gods. The one I got recommended. No. Don't send me them back. I don't want them. I don't want them back. Oh god, the fucking first one. No, this is the best one. Gotta listen to it. It's the best one. Even Seabat has more rhythm than whatever that nonsense is. Even fucking Seabat has it. Ugh. Seabat was better. Wait, is there multiple Oh, I could have drawn a fucking crab person. These are multiple forms of the same guy. Ah, oh, fuck me. I could have just drawn a big crab. Didn't have to be a crab vampire e-boy. It could have just been a crab. God damn it. Oh, crab. Oh, crab. Oh, shucks. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, barnacles. Oh god, why is this guy built like an android? I didn't even notice that I made it like 8 feet too tall. He built like a fucking android, god damn it. I'm not going back now. We're not going back. I'm not fixing it. Just... My artist rendering will not be built like an android. There should be more cults. Well, we have Soul Cult and we have Tato Cult. What more cults could there possibly be? Homeschooling is a cult leader? It's fine, my place of employment's owner is a cult leader. Is your homeschooling professor Jared Leto of Suicide Squad and Morbius fame? I'm sorry, I just had to recover from the horrors I saw in chat. Oh my god. Can't say that. No, you can't say that. Oh, I guess he's like a crab wizard who can polymorph into a crab. You know, really trying to decipher these details from just a PNG is really hard. He's fucking ripped off Krabby. He's given a PNG to work with here. My apologies, I've never drawn a fucking crab before. Bliss is over here joining racist cults and I'm drawing crabs. This stream's really, I'm reading essays. This stream's really going bad. This stream's really going down. We need to like scrap this one. We'll try again later. Well, this is like a polygamy. Oh. Gonna cancel him on X. No, X, the Everything app, where he will be praised and given $500,000. Beans, what is Hymn of Extravagance? New release by Kasane Tato. I thought that said Adele. Okay, did not say Adele. I thought it said Adele and Kasane Tato. Pardon? It's a Tato song called Hymn of Extravagance, New Releases. And it's on my recommended. Those because I keep listening to Tato riffs over and over. Tato Triss. Send it to me. I'll send it to you after the stream so I could, because it's on YouTube Music, which is what I'm using to play the streams music right now. So I'll send it to you once I don't need the stream music anymore. Alright, we can 312. Yeah, that didn't take too long to do the crab guy. We can knock out the last one, and we'll have everyone. Sketches of everyone. I don't know when I'm gonna talk about that. We'll talk about it eventually. Probably when I finish this art piece. Everyone not counting myself, because I need to include myself in this too. But I know how to draw soul is the key factor here. All of these are designs I'm doing for the first time. With the exception of myself, and I've drawn Snowpuck, aka Do, a couple times. Because Space Rat go burr. Space Rat fun to draw. But I have no music. Oh no, it's coming back. Okay. So the other people are hitting nothing when I said that. It was like, did the music leave? Because what I said was stupid. Space Skiva. You find a Google video of him say a good video going off about how he's not racist. Oh, I love this. Oh, this guy's kind of tall, though. He also has a name I can remember. Jam. I remember Jam. Do you need to make the thing shorter, though? Did I hold shift while doing that? I did not. I held key switch while doing that. God damn you, fucking tall, though. I'm going to put myself on this canvas. I'm realizing the issue with drawing all these individually on one canvas and then moving to another one. So these are all going to be different sizes. I chose Dr. Pepper. What? Would you have an ice cold Dr. Pepper with these both your legs in a train accident? Honestly, I'm not a big Dr. Pepper hater. It's got a flavor to it. Dr. Pepper's got kind of a hype flavor though. How dare you, Blister? You drink that goddamn Dr. Pepper and you're gonna like it. I hope they got flavor. They got 23 of them. Yeah, but sometimes, like, the cola flavor, it doesn't exist in some of those drinks. Like, Coca-Cola doesn't taste like anything. Oh, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it doesn't have any particular direction. It feels directionless. And I would know this kind of cinematic autography term or articulation because I've seen Sharknado 3 7 times. No, 8 times. I watched it one more after high school. I watched it one more time over the summer. So I've seen Sharknado 3 a total of 8 times. Correct. Correct number. When he's like, you stand your root 24/7. Well, I mean, you could need them. Actually, compared to the last guy, this one's gonna be super fucking easy. This is not gonna take any time. It's not. There isn't too many things out of the ordinary here. Like very stern posing, very like a very angular build. Like it's not. This is not gonna be difficult. Just a lot of big clothing, I guess. Does a creature feed on legs? What? Which creature? Am I the creature? You can't just say perchance. It's not even your thought, Beans. It's not even your thought. You people are making me insane. Actually, this outfit kind of looks like my model. Huh. Weird. Maybe do I get to have claim over? We should trademark and sue. I got killed over one on the Skylander. 2.5 foot long hammerhead shark skull. A crab and another crab and a third crab and a pumpkin. I do appreciate the comedic timing on labeling all 3 crabs as separate items, but I'm sure just saying crab would work plenty. But I appreciate the commitment to saying everything individually. Three separate species. Yeah, but you didn't label them as such. You just said crab, crab, and crab. This is a giant spoon. Glad. You did. Wait, you did not Did you? Do you actually have the fucking only a spoonful? We're not thinking of the same spoon, are we? Only a spoonful. You better not just put in the spoon. I was not expecting this. No, I was expecting this. I just wasn't expecting to see it in person. Only a spoonful. Why? Okay, here's my question though. You printed out this giant ass spoon, but the fork you printed out is like half the size of that spoon. You printed out a fork that was half the size of that. Oh, you did the fork personally. Oh, I see. You took matters into your own hands when you were dissatisfied with the comedic interpretation, with the comedic implications of having a big spoon. Just, wait, ignore your skinny arm? That was, wait, are you saying that's not Skinner Man? Skinner Man Bunny Girl? Alright, that should be every member. There's two. Let's cross this out. This out. One more, and I will catch up with this after stream, because unfortunately for the night, we are going to be wrapping up. What'd you get? How unfortunate. But they get 3 subs. Jesus Christ, man, we are climbing. Technically 4, because we got 3 more today. I just. Anyway. Yep. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night or day. It was a pleasure to see you all. Do not forget to like and or subscribe. If it doesn't help out the algorithm, it at least helps out me. And my ego. He was just looking. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoyed my dramatic reading of Epitome of the Human Sin. Whatever I called it. Have a wonderful rest of your night or days. It was lovely seeing you all. I hope to see you again Friday for Oblivion. And then Deltarune Chapter 2. It's a cyber world. Chat at the cyber world. The metaverse. Bitcoin. If you like my art, don't forget to follow my Blue Sky or Deviant Art, both in the descriptions and such. Is that spammed? Yes. Yes, it is. And without further ado, have fun with the new end screen, and I bid thee adieu.